Welcome back to Severed Sons, everyone.
Come on, yes.
We are a Frostmaiden actual play D&D podcast, and we are excited to bring you tales from the frozen north and the everlasting Rime. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have...
Hey, it's Paul. It's nice to see you. You look great.
Hello, it's Ross.
Oh, that's where Blake is supposed to be.
That's our Blake hole.
I'm Josh, and you might hear my new cat Asparagus throughout the episode. We'll see.
I didn't know you named your cat Asparagus. Hey, it's me, Zach. I locked my cat, Miso, out of the room.
And
Miso Asparagus.
You'll hear in the recap, but we do not have a Blake Graham tonight. His character is off doing something which will be recorded later for a special side mission. This will be a severed side story.
A sus story.
Sus
story.
Severed.
Yeah. A sus story. Yeah. Is there anything we want to talk about before we dive in?
I'm just happy to be here, man.
Let's just do it.
We're just excited.
Yeah. If everyone's ready, let's begin tonight's episode of Severed Sons, episode 30, The Sunblight Gambit. Last time, you had just exited the Lost Spire when you were approached by a riderless axebeak that suddenly spoke. He introduced himself as Ted Johnson and told you that he needed your help. The now awakened axebeak told you while traveling around the countryside, he had encountered a group of giants who were escorting a wagon loaded with a covered cage filled with prisoners. The axebeak tried to rescue the prisoners, but was almost taken captive himself. Eager to help, you followed Ted back to the giants, who turned out to be a group of ogres. Stealthily, you approached the wagon and called out to them, hoping that they would fall into your trap. Kai, you attempted to parley with a half-ogre leader in order to negotiate for the release of the hostages, but one of the ogres heard Fang as he attempted to move silently through the underbrush. The fight was brutal and swift, as spells flew through the air. One of the ogres attempted to use Trax as a club, picking him up and throwing him at Fang. Eventually, Maroon wrestled the half-ogre to the ground and forced him to call off the fight. Searching them, you found an invitation to the wedding of two Verbeegs, and also a warning that the Duergar were about to send a dragon to attack 10 towns. The prisoners turned out to be Baby Yeti, intended as a present for the wedding party. Days ago, you had learned the location of the Duergar fortress from Nildar's Sunblight after the battle outside of East Haven. You deemed it necessary to immediately travel there and stop the attack. However, Kai, having just recently learned of the location of a member of the Juggernaut, you decided to leave the party temporarily, vowing to return soon. After dropping the Psi Crystal off with the gnome Ceramorphs, you made your way to the fortress. As you climbed the treacherous approach, a deafening grinding of stone on stone assaulted your ears. From the upper reaches of the fortress, a great dragon made of shiny stone unfurled black, oily wings and launched itself into the air, setting its deadly sights on 10 towns. You look above you, and the dark dragon just sails, furls its wings out wide, and it's at least 200 feet in the air. It floats over you, and with a mighty flap, you can feel the cold breeze hit your faces, and you have to kind of hold on for a second to keep from falling, and it takes off north toward 10 towns. You're on this precipice. You see, it's a good 300, 400 foot drop. The double doors of the fortress are in front of you. What would you like to do?
Looking at the dragon going overhead, Fang, surely all of our heads are craned upward. Just lets out a no as it flies toward 10 towns. But as he's looking at it, does it look anything like the dragon we've seen before?
It looks nothing like the white dragon that interrupted your rest.
Okay.
Actually, it wasn't interrupting your rest.
We interrupted his rest.
We were walking,
yeah. Interrupted his rest, yeah.
And then we needed to sleep.
No, it looks like it's made of ice, like black, glittery crystal.
Does it look like it's made out of a mineral that we're familiar with?
Make a perception check.
Natural 20.
Hey, look at that.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very perceptive.
Right
It's like
now.
binoculars flip out.
You see as it flaps and starts to dive toward the clouds that are below you, you see a piece of black crystal kind of pop off of it, and a mighty wing beat hits and blows the crystal back, and it like hits the wall right above you and falls to the ground at your feet. And you pick it up, and it's Charlene.
Well, fuck. Look, I know we were trying to get here pretty quickly. I feel like priority shift? Anyone else?
Yeah, well, if that's the thing we're supposed to stop and it's gonna attack everybody.
It's happening. It's happening right now.
Make a perception check.
Me?
Everybody.
It's not going to be as good. Nope, it's a 14.
17 for Donaar.
17 for Brune.
16.
Brune, Fang, and Donar, you think you see motion. Next to the double doors, it looks like there's like an arrow slit in the wall. And you thought you saw motion behind it, but you're not quite sure. Something was definitely there, though.
Fang says, well, it is nothing that we can handle right now. We must head into the fortress.
Okay,
Yep,
dude.
Brune will go take a peek through that arrow slit thing.
Okay, move your token over to it.
Oh, is it just me, or can anyone else not see? I guess I managed to see the dragon, but I can't see anything else around me.
I also can
Let
barely
Let
see.
me actually hold on a second. Let me see, because it's got the sky. Because you're above the clouds,
Yeah.
and so you've got stars and probably a crescent moon at this point
Oh,
that's lighting
sweet.
the sky. So let me just put a little outdoor light rock.
Regardless of what we do to the map, Fang will say, we actually have the perfect number for this. And he will cast Eyes of Night on
Oh.
everybody.
Oh, what do you know?
Oh,
Up to 3 willing creatures.
Oh,
There's
thanks,
always
dude.
4 others.
With a mighty roar, the dragon and dives below the clouds. It looks like it's heading. Let me look at the Icewind Dale map real quick. It looks like it's heading to the northwest a little bit. Northwest.
As we head toward the door, Fang says, surely someone is controlling it from inside. Right? That is not a real dragon.
no,
Well-
if it's made of the stuff that Duragar are looking for, did they make frickin' dragon?
It's possible that they also have created an automaton that can operate independently, like Elandi.
Oh, that sucks.
Could you do that, Trax?
I'm not of that scale, no.
Yeah, Trax, make a dragon right now.
Oh, let me just whip that up while we're outside this creepy fucking fortress.
Do I see anything through this
Tink,
arrow
tink, tink, tink.
slot?
I'm getting to work.
Make a perception check. It looks like there's you feel a little warmth coming through, actually. You see a heavy iron winch, and it looks like there's a box, like in the middle of the room with a chain that goes up to the ceiling.
Okay, I got an 8 on the check if that influences anything.
That's
Oh, I'm laughing.
We're all watching the cat.
Oh, I was thinking about heavy iron wench. Is that not what we were all laughing about?
Yeah. Josh, incoming.
She's,
I know.
she's beautiful.
Um,
Fang, checking the doorway for traps from his position, is that possible at all?
Yeah, I mean, it's right.
His head in.
It's a 10-foot high double door of featureless stone. Make an investigation roll.
6?
It doesn't appear to have any traps, and in fact, it doesn't appear to have an opening mechanism from this side.
Short of simply barging in. Any ideas here? And
How
Fang
big is
looks at tracks.
the opening?
It's a 10-foot high double door. The arrow slit is pretty narrow. It's a few inches.
Narrow slit.
But as you're talking about that, actually, you hear a thunk thunk, and you hear tick, 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 of iron, little like something running, iron chain running through like a gear or something. And
Once
suddenly the door opens up and kind of swings. Beyond, you see a portcullis about 10 feet beyond, and the portcullis goes up, and you see a empty room with a narrow opening at the far end with an arrow slit in the western wall.
Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
I guess open invitation?
You did nothing to open it.
they are expecting us.
Shiv will go, or Bruno will go through first. He'll cross the threshold with his Yokowa just kind of, he's got like the antler shield out and the Yokowa in kind of a
Mhm.
groove in the antler shield. kind of like 300 Spartan style.
Trax is gonna flip down his little goggles. I remember they weren't an infusion, it was a spell. His little goggles that see invisibility.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Fang rifles through his journal. He pulls it out really quick and looks through it a couple pages and finds a pretty worn page. And he says, I suggest ambush defense while we enter this room. And he shows one of Kai's diagrams to everybody that has Fang in the middle and everybody kind of like around him with Trax closest.
Wait, have we had a rest since the ogre fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I just didn't hit the button.
All right. Okay. So I'll go ahead and I
Supposed
guess
to be in the back, or should I take Kai's spot?
I think you're fine to like scout. Right? Fang will say that. Fang will say, Brune, why don't you come in? But we'll go in first. But we will be right on your 6. Trax, you stay near me. Donaar, very closely behind.
All right, dude. Frick. Okay.
But we'll stay right on his tail as he enters in.
Okay. How stealthy are you being? Are you sneaking in? What are you?
I'm gonna say
what's-
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stealthy as we can.
I guess kind of accidentally stealthy, if anything.
You don't have any light sources, correct?
Everybody has
No.
dark vision right now. Is all.
Okay. Just making sure. The fortress is open and waiting for you to enter.
Donaar's waiting off to the side of the door with his frying pan drawn, and if the others enter, he's gonna wait a second and look to the sky where the dragon was going, and just kind of shake his head, wide-eyed, sigh a little bit.
You look and you see kind of like where the clouds have been displaced. You actually see kind of white, wispy clouds being foomp into the air, leap like you can see the trail of the dragon. It looks like it's headed to Dukin's Hole.
Seeing that, Donaar's gonna kind of shake his head, flip on his shutter shades, and absent-mindedly scratch one of his horns up top, and then enter if he's the last one.
Is it a thing to ready a dodge? Can I do that
Yeah, you can. It's
on like any attack against me? If I guess that wouldn't be if it's not a surprise attack. I don't know. Maybe
if
not.
you're not
I don't know.
surprised. Yeah,
Okay.
if you're not expecting it, if you're not surprised.
Cool. Then I'll just kind of Shiva lead the pack. He might like give him a hand signal to stay 5 or 10 feet back as he goes first.
Okay, everybody move in if you're going to.
Donaar is doing his best to keep Kai's teachings in mind, so he's periodically checking behind them just for any sign of danger.
Okay. Brune, as you step into the middle of the room, you hear through the arrow slit a shout. It's in a language you don't understand, but you hear it's a very short sentence. Rah-rah! And you hear the sounds of doors opening and armor and weapons clanking. I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Oh yeah.
High rolling tonight, boys.
Damn.
Yes, son.
23.
Okay. Brune,
Natural 20 for a 21.
Hey, how about that?
Trax,
23.
23. Fang,
I got a 10.
Donaar,
I got a 15.
Trax.
So we can only hear them, right?
You can only hear them. The arrow slit is inches.
Is there a chance Brune being further could hear like from that specific arrow slit or where it came from?
It came from that specific arrow slit, yes.
Then I would point it at it silently.
Well, I guess I will ready a lightning launch at the first enemy I see.
Okay, so you're holding
hold
an
that,
action.
yeah.
We are in initiative. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to make a move?
Yeah, I'm gonna go right here, kind of staying kind of off to the side of it. You know, I'm kind of hugging the wall, but kind of
Okay.
keeping an eye on it as best I can.
Maroon is next.
I'm going to pretty much also do that. I'll like start here, kind of skirt. How high up was this arrow slot?
It's about, I want to say about 4 feet off the ground. It's like tall, so it's like a couple of feet.
Right, sure. You know what? Yeah, we'll go up to the wall, skirt it, walk up to the arrow slit low, and then he'll just kind of stick his head slowly up to see what he can see.
Okay, you see a Duragar who is actually kind of rolled to the side, like she is just kind of like poking her head around the wall, and so she has a little bit of cover.
Do I have a straight enough shot to give a Yikoa stab at her?
No,
Okay.
because you can only really stick it in. It goes straight in, and she's to the side.
Great. In that case, I'm just going to continue against skirting this wall until I'm kind of at this hallway here.
Okay. Yeah, there's two narrow openings in this entry hall, and you see a 10-foot wide east-west passageway with double doors to your left, and there's a crossways intersection to your right.
Great. I'll look back at the group and kind of gesture to just get over this way. Don't worry about the window. Come this way. Don't fight.
Are you holding an action?
I'll pull out the bow and ready an action if any Duragar show up in this hallway.
Okay. Okay, on their turn, you hear lots of boots on stone.
I'm eating because I'm nervous.
But you hear lots of shouting, and you hear like war chant in a language you do not understand, but it sounds angry. They are ready for battle. But you can hear them through the arrow slit to the west.
Donaar is going to... He's keeping in mind what everyone is doing in front of him. He's going to take a step up to be behind Trax, and with a hand on his shutter shades and the other on the frying pan. What a sentence to say.
Things I never thought I would hear in
Absolutely.
D&D. Just D&D in general.
He is going to whisper to himself, Svielen. And that's how I've decided he's casting Comprehend Languages.
Okay.
Silent enough that nobody else would hear that, even the party.
Got it. Okay.
So I understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that I hear. It's 1 hour. It does not say that it's concentration.
You hear the Durgar chanting, "For Zardarak, for the Underdark, slay them, slay the intruders." It's like a song. It's a battle song.
That sounds nice.
Are they harmonizing at all, Donaar? What's happening?
No, you can hear kind of like a rock guitar in the background, grunge, power chords.
Yeah, it's like post-Nirvana. I don't know.
Are we dipping a little more towards like mid-90s? Anyway.
Yeah, kind of.
Pumpkins.
Moving on. Anything else, Donaar?
He's just gonna, with his eye still on the door as a bonus action, he's going to whisper to Fang, "God, you're 6, dude," which is Bardic Inspiration.
Excellent.
And that's gonna be it.
Did you move? You stay there.
I just moved up to behind Trax.
Behind Trax.
Yeah,
Got it.
only 10 feet.
Bang.
Where we're standing is the arrow slit, right?
Yeah, you see that little like. You
Uh-huh.
can probably see like light kind of barely poking
Yeah, I
through
do.
Right there.
And Brune has gone into like another room-ish.
Yes, it's like a hallway.
Yeah, Fang is gonna put a hand up and give like a follow me, one of those like forward motion hand signs, and move swiftly past the arrow slit and right next to Brune here, peeking his head around the corner of this hallway.
Okay. Yeah, you see the double doors to your left, and the corridor heads off to your right. And about 20 or 30 feet down, you see an intersection, like a north-south crossing, the east-west corridor.
He'll lean over to Brune and he says, "The action seems to be very near us, but my instinct is to go up.
Agreed. Let's save ourselves for the bigger fight.
We really need to do this together. We should not be splitting up in here." As Fang is turning around, looking behind, all like very paranoid.
Where? It's not my turn.
And that'll be it.
Okay. Top of the round, Trax, Barbfoot.
All right, he's gonna book it underneath. He's gonna kind of, do that thing where he's running, and then he's gonna kind of duck down as he walks past the arrow slit, and then continue walking
Okay.
until he catches up to about here.
Okay. All three of you hear the chanting coming through the double doors, and the double doors are actually the Durgar are kind of like banging the doors, and like the doors are like shaking in its frame as the chant continues to grow louder and louder. Anything else, Trax?
Why did we come inside? It's a terrible idea.
That'll be it. As he kind of trembles a little bit.
Brune? I definitely heard a
purr.
cat purr.
I thought maybe. It's my turn. Brune's turn.
Yes.
What is this double door situation to my left? What is
Uh-huh.
the handle situation?
The handle situation is...
Could I put a javelin between the door handles? Is kind of what I'm asking. And try to brace it a little bit.
The doors are bare stone, bereft of ornamentation or artistic flair, and they have iron handles and hinges. Yeah, you could try that. Yeah.
For a second, I was
It's,
like, oh,
it's
man.
like loops. Yeah.
What's
Okay,
bear
cool.
stone?
I'll go to
Bear,
those.
B-A-R-E.
Oh, bear stone. Oh,
I'll
that's
go
so
to
cool.
those doors.
Some cool
use
D&D stuff.
I'll use that javelin that I took from the ogre last time, put it in the handles,
Mhm.
and then basically have the movement to get back to my kind of front position of the
Excellent.
group.
Take an inspiration. That's a great idea.
Oh, dope.
Oh, nice.
Does that count as my action, probably, that I couldn't
It
ready
does,
something?
because you have to like grab something that you didn't have ready, and like you have to.
Great.
You're trying to jam it in there to keep them, so it wasn't like you just putting it.
Yeah. That totally makes sense.
I would say as Brune passes Fang, again, Fang will just say, "We should move quickly. They are making enough noise that perhaps we don't need to worry about stealth. But if we keep moving, then maybe they won't find us so quickly."
Yes, they seem to be prioritized with other things as well. They may leave us alone.
The Duragar try to open the doors, but are unable to, and they're like, "What?" And the chant immediately stops, and you hear angry shouting. Donaar, they're like, "Open the fucking door!" That's what you hear.
Oh, frick.
"I want to spill blood today!" And it's just angry. And you hear the two Duragar that are back there are going to make athletics checks to try to break down the door. That's a natural 1.
Hey.
14.
They somehow make the door sturdier. It's like in Wreck-It Ralph when he tries to
build it.
break it.
I'm gonna wreck it. Okay, the door to the south, you see it kind of like crack, and you see the javelin crack for a second, but it's still holding. You kept them from coming through. They're
Nice.
stuck. Okay, Donaar.
Donar is going to. So the door that you were talking about is the one up here. Is it?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if you can see it yet.
I don't think so. I thought you were talking about these double doors. I was like, the wide open
Oh
ones?
no.
Gotcha. Okay, so Donar's going to stealthily move past the arrow slit on the off chance that anyone's watching.
Yeah, you don't see anybody. Just kind of glancing. You don't see anybody at the arrow slit currently.
Okay, making sure that he ends up behind tracks. He's going to focus. If I heard those noises, he's going to focus his attention instead of to the back, up front here, and he's going to repeat to the group. Yeah, so they stopped chanting, and they said they want to spill blood today. That's what they're talking, and probably ours. So I agree with that. We
Shit,
gotta move.
we're full of blood.
I don't think we need to understand the language to know what their intentions are with us, so I think we can assume that they are out for our heads this evening.
Just in case, dude. Details.
He's gonna put that position.
That's my turn. I'm gonna end up here.
Fang is next.
Seeing the opportunity that they've been given of a little extra time, Fang quickly skirts ahead to this intersection, and is going to look left and right.
Okay, to the north, you see the door is actually slightly ajar, and you see a brazier of glowing hot coals is illuminating this room, and in the middle is a lone stone table that is actually like low enough you can see on top of it because it's sized for a dwarf. And you see the top of it is drawn an illustration that looks something like a map. But to the south, you see the southern room is illuminated by glowing hot coals as well, and you see a floor-to-ceiling iron cage in the middle of... Well, actually, you can't see it from where you are standing, but you saw it earlier through the arrow slit when you were outside. But you hear click, 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 the chains running through gears coming from that bottom room.
Fang is... yeah, that's... Let me check my movement. I'm gonna dash to the north, I think.
Okay.
I wanna see if I can get my hands on that piece of paper.
Okay, you get in there, and actually, the illustration is actually built into the table. And on top of it, it's a very accurate depiction of Tin Towns. And mounted to the top of the table is on a thin iron stand, is a 6-inch tall dragon figurine carved out of charlotte. and its wings are outstretched. And on the side of the table is a little spit, like a metal gear with a handle on it.
That's loose, like sitting on the table?
It's
That gear?
actually seems to be attached, like the iron rod goes down into the table.
Fang, I dashed. Can I do anything in here? Will you let me? It's okay. No.
That's really all you can do. You can't really, operating the table would be, messing with the table would be an action.
Sure, yeah, which I'm not interested in doing, but I am interested in, going through my things for a second, like pockets and whatnot, so I'll wait. But if I can, I'll at least swipe the dragon figurine.
It's
while I'm standing
attached.
there.
It's attached to the table.
Oh, fun. Okay, great. Then,
Yeah, it's
I'll-
like there's a table, and the map is actually like part of the table.
it's all connected to the table. Frank
all
is going to just stay where he's at and give a quick and say, "I found something," as quiet / loud as he can.
Okay.
I heard something quiet but loud.
Yeah, I think that's Fang.
And that'll be it.
He needs both more and less blankets.
Hey, could somebody roll a d20 for me? Just
I'll roll that chonky boy.
Oh yeah,
Starbuck chonky boy. Here we go.
that jawbreaker.
That's a 10. Right in the middle.
okay.
All right.
Ominous.
Just for later. Okay.
Nothing is more ominous than you rolling a dice roll and then the DM says, well, that's for later. Okay, that's for later.
Anything else, Fang?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. Tracks.
Well, I'm gonna book it down that hallway to where Fang is after hearing him quietly, loudly say that.
Okay. You gonna dash?
Yeah. So Trax is kind of a little bit freaked out. He's just, I don't know.
And you see the
He's
map,
just,
and you see this contraption. It's got a little gear on the side of the table attached to it. The gear is on a little axle that goes into the table.
As he approaches, Fang will point at the dragon and he'll say, "That is Charlotte, is it not?
I believe so.
It looks like some sort of control mechanism, but it surely cannot be that simple, right?"
It seems like something that is this large would be unguarded. Seems unheard of.
Fang's eyes are just wildly darting, trying to.
Trax is just kind of like,
He doesn't know.
I don't know.
Brune.
All right, Brune is going to head into this first room. That's his first 30. And then he is going to kind of wait just past the threshold, kind of looking where he came from as kind of a defense of the other. He's blocking the way to follow, if that makes sense. So he sees Fang and Trax ahead. They're clearly working on something that they'll figure out faster than he can. So trying not to split up the group and check out different rooms, he's just going to kind of stand guard at the doors that he went through first. And I'll ready an attack with the Yukawa. He's in Spartan position again against anything that isn't the party.
Okay. It's the Duragar's turn. With both of the Duragar that are behind the door try to break down the door with the 16 plus, yeah. So they're able to get the door the rest of the way open.
When Brune hears that, he would call that to... does Brune hear that, I guess?
Yeah, it's loud. It's
Cool.
definitely...
He'd call that...
cracking of wood.
Brune will call back to Fang and Trax. They've broken through. Must be quick or move on.
And Duragar pour out of there. So, and they just rush at Donaar.
Yep,
Oh no.
right there.
Oh no. Shit.
And okay.
That's awesome. I'm so glad.
Okay,
Donaar,
these
run!
four dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and get
Jesus
that far.
Christ. Are they moving? Okay, no, they're not moving past me. I didn't
If
think
any
so.
of them get within 10 feet of me, my Yukawa could potentially hit them, if you'll let me.
Let's do it. Yeah, it's you're holding an action, so then that's the reach of it. So yeah.
Yeah, cool. That is a natural 20 right
Cool.
away.
Let's go,
That's
buddy.
amazing.
Good
We're
start.
rolling well tonight.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I was ready and waiting for him. So, Yukawa attacks. Does that count as an action? Can I attack twice? Or is
No,
that... okay.
Technically, it's a reaction.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Yeah.
then that is.
Actually, no. This is no. That's on attack for opportunities. This is using a reaction to. You're holding an action, so it's an attack. It's a full attack.
Oh, great! So I can
sequence
attack
for you.
twice. Cool. First attack does 13 damage with the 20. Second to hit is a 25, and that's full damage for 12 damage.
He's still up, but barely. 1 hit point remaining.
Fuck it. Seeing that, I'll take the action surge and I'll attack him again.
Okay.
Hit him again.
That's a 19 to hit.
Okay. You put him down.
But yeah. he turns around the corner and I just dice him. Three quick slices with the Yakoa and
Okay.
he's down.
Down.
Oh my god.
Okay. The 2 Duragar who are rushing at Donaar, kind of cutting him off from the rest of you. That's a miss and a 22
Yeah,
with their war pick, and that's only a 6 points of piercing damage with their war pick.
All right.
And the other these Duragar, because the others moved up, can run up as well, so they get that far. Okay. And those guys are holding an action because they only have 25. You see them ready. They actually have javelins too, and they're readying their javelins, and they have them pointed. All 3 of them have pointed at Donaar. Donar's turn.
Donaar is going to, hearing that Shiv has already diced one, or hearing the sounds of combat, he's going to take a deep breath, hold out his hands, because this entire time Donaar's been moving a little more seriously and carefully than anyone would have ever seen him move before. And he is going to say, Kaden, in that tone, casting Thunderwave. So all of these in front of me in this 15-foot cube need to make a con save to beat 15, which they probably will.
Their con is good. They have a good con. Let's
Yeah.
see.
Them dang dwarves.
It looks like, okay, the one that I don't know about is a 15. Does 15 save?
Yeah, that's the DC.
Okay. 3 save, 2 fail.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. So the ones that fail, of course, get pushed back 10 feet away from me, and they
Okay.
are going to each take 2 damage.
Yes.
And that's thunder damage. Make no mistake.
Didn't you just do that in something recently? in your in the side story?
Yeah, I
With the
really,
poison?
really
Man.
rolled
Oh yeah.
the least possible damage that could have happened just now. So unfazed. Of course, he wouldn't be phased by that.
Take
Donaar's going to, because he has to, spend a key point to, as a bonus action, summon the arms. And that's a dex save from
Did all 5 of them take the 2 points of damage, or just the ones that failed?
just the ones that failed, and the ones that succeeded took 1 point of thunder damage. So
Yeah.
don't worry
Come
about
up.
it. Don't
Get
worry
up.
about it, guys. I got it.
Hey, the one I just killed had 1 HP left before I had to use the action surge to kill it. so,
Sometimes that's the
you know.
difference, man.
One of them said, "All that for a drop of blood."
The 2 that failed is this one and this one, and they got shoved back as far as they could go.
Okay, so then these 2 up front need to make dex saves for the arms to
Okay.
beat 12. So,
the one in front of you makes it, and the other one fails.
okay, so the one who made it doesn't take anything. The one who failed is going to take... faced away from me. 4 and 4. Okay, so max, that's 8 points of force damage.
Oh, nice.
So that's something. And he doesn't say anything.
Okay. So how many points on damage? I'm sorry.
8 points total for the one that failed the
Got
dex
it.
save.
Okay, excellent. Okay.
Excellent.
Hey,
Excellent. Okay.
we're all gonna die.
Fang, your turn.
So Fang has been on edge since he got in here. The hairs on his neck have been standing on edge since they walked in. And I would say when that door cracked, in that very moment he shifted. So if Trax looked at the sound, by the time he looks back, Fang has shifted, wide mouth, and Fang looks down at Trax. He just says, "Stay near me," and
All right.
picks him up by the scruff
What?
heads to the doorway of this room, throws Trax off to the side, right, like around the corner
Got
of
it.
the doorway, and steps through to meet to meet Brune. And so the shifting was a bonus action, and as an action, he casts his Twilight Sanctuary.
Excellent. What's the aura range? on that?
30 feet. That's the end of my turn, at which point I'm going to grant myself 11 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Okay, excellent. I believe it's the top of the round now. Trax.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Trax, make a perception check.
a 9.
Okay.
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 All right. So
Okay.
That's a TikTok right there. 10 seconds.
all right. So I'm gonna yell over to Brune. I'm gonna say, just trust me on this, okay? And I'm gonna throw a little tiny device. It's like a dart, and it's going to actually stick into his skin. It's gonna give him it's almost like a little dart, and it's going to start electrifying him a little bit.
Ugh.
And if he allows it, he is going to be enlarged one size.
No way.
Cool.
Oh, I like that.
So it's kind of like this, like the atoms of your body are being electrified.
Fang, you kind
incredible.
of pushed back as he. This is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
Watch
okay.
this. See if it actually works.
Yeah, big Bruce.
Oh,
Somebody take a picture of that. in
oh,
the-
I'm so excited.
That's a big fucking turtle.
What does that do for me?
You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and your weapons now do an extra d4 of damage.
Oh, hell yeah. I was like looking at stuff the other day, and they were like, if you're a fighter and can get a hold of enlarge, definitely do that. And I'm like, I definitely can't do that.
Well, there you go.
This'll do.
Nice.
We're stronger
and
together.
I say, use it quickly. It doesn't last long.
It will last long enough.
Okay. Anything else, Trax?
That'll be it for me.
And at the end of your turn, you are granted 8 temporary hit points.
Thank you very much.
Brune.
Brune is psyched, and he's gonna try this out, and he's gonna switch from the Yikawa to the flail because it seems like he could get a little more oomph behind that with his size. So he's gonna attack that one closest to him first. Damn, that's almost another 20. 26 to hit with the extra damage. Full damage. That's 13. And then he'll use his second attack. Natural 20.
Hey.
Boom.
Just so you
That's-
know, that D4 gets doubled as well because it's rolled
Oh, cool. Oh,
Slice
we're gonna
and
crush
dice.
this guy.
While he's doing this, there's just a single tear rolling down his face. And he just says, it's beautiful.
That did
Gotta love
another 18 damage.
Oh yeah. I'll let you do this. How do you want to? You just like killed him outright. How do you want to do this?
So I'm gonna say the first one hit him pretty well, but then Brune kind of maybe that happened like as he was growing a little bit, and then as Brune kind of started to feel what he was at, he really decided to push himself and to see how strong he could make this hit, and just hits him on the head and literally flattens this little dark dwarf, and then he'll turn back at Trax and say, "Remember this."
Oh. I will never forget this moment.
Anything else?
No, but he's gonna look at these other two and just smile. Like it's not quite a
So
dark
happy.
smile, but he's excited.
Okay.
9 temporary hit points for Brune.
Oh yeah.
These two Duragar use their action to enlarge themselves.
Oh,
Here we
Brune's
go.
even more
There
excited.
you go.
He does that Spartan like pound on your chest kind of thing.
Yeah, he does.
Donaar, you're about to get rushed.
Okay.
So
That's
here,
fine.
just
Sky.
before we keep going, it's a concentration spell, but I'm the caster, so I guess its concentration on me, so I guess it doesn't affect you.
It basically, when you get hit, you have to make it.
So I'm gonna retcon my little device is like a taser and has a little tiny wire that's going back to a device.
You attach it to your belt, and it's like
Right. So
Yeah.
so I'll say if there's the chance that it gets severed or something.
Oh, you don't want to be a
I don't wanna
severed son.
Said it. He said
Don't tase me, bro.
Roll credits. Stay frosty.
Okay, this guy
Tonight.
enlarges and rushes down the corridor.
Sure does.
See, yeah. So the one that enlarged can't make an attack this round, but the other 3 can. So they're trying to attack you with their war picks. Let's see. One misses. The 17 hit you.
Yep, sure does.
Okay, and more than 20. So 2 of them. That is 9 points total. So it's actually like a 4 and a 5.
Gotcha.
It's from 2 blows.
Cool.
So the war picks are just like landing, boom, boom, and rocking you, and you just see the enlarged Duergar. Like,
Yeah.
and this is actually the woman who was in the woman that was in the arrow slit, and she's just laughing at you, like this evil grin, just ready to like strike you dead.
Yeah, she is.
Okay, that is their turn. Donar's turn.
Donaar is going to turn to face to the east. I was going to move my thing and actually do that. I don't know if you guys can see that when you turn your tokens. Just facing all of these Duergar, taking note of the laughter and the fact that he is surrounded. And he's going to let out a little exhale laugh. And if you'll allow that to be accompanied with a small puff of black-purple, non-harmful smoke.
Okay.
And he's going to crack his hands again, push him forward, and say, Kaden! Casting Thunder Wave again. And I think, because this big boy is up here, I think I get all of them in this 15-foot
Yeah.
sphere. So that's going to be a con save to beat 15 from all of them.
Okay. Let's see the 4. That is the one who is enlarged fails, and the one that's been striking you the whole time, this one directly north of you fails.
Okay.
There's one that's real close. I think it's that's a fail too. So the one that's northeast of you fails. So 3 of them fail.
Okay, I'm going to roll this 2d8 thunder damage. That is going to be 12 points of thunder damage for the fails,
Okay.
and 6 for the makes. And those who failed are pushed 10 feet back.
Yeah. You're doing a lot of damage to these guys. They're looking hurt. The one that's enlarged actually looks quite hurt.
So then if they failed, then they're pushed 10 feet back
Okay.
away from me. And then as a bonus action, he's going to spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows and do the 2 elbow hammer strikes with the astral arms on top of this Duergar to the north, once again copying what
Nice.
he's seen Kai do. So that's going to be I'll just roll them both at the same time. Why not?
They have their shields up. So.
That's going to be a dirty 20 and a natural 20.
Nice.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Both hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
You
can't
needed
see
that.
them.
I did.
We
So
are wrecking these things.
So that's going to be concentrated damage on 1. So I guess that's going to be 3d4 plus 4 of force damage. And that's going to be 6. So that's going to be 10 force damage on dude to the north here.
Awesome. Okay. He's still up but hurt.
Gotcha.
All 4 of them are hurt really badly, actually.
Hell yeah.
Um.
And Donaar staying right in his face, not moving.
Okay. Fang.
Okay, Fang has not had a visual on Donaar for far too long.
Yep.
But assessing this hallway, is there any way...
You've heard 2 thunder strikes back to back.
Yes. Assessing this hallway with the large turtle and the 2 large Duergar, can I slip by anybody, or are they, like, fully...
You might be able to slip kind of like next to... Because technically you can go through Brune's space, but you can't go past it because the Duergar are blocking you.
Okay.
You could run up, make an attack, and then kind of like back out because you can't really.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
my initial plan was based on my ability to get around the Duragard, but you say that's not possible in this.
They are
Okay.
totally, yeah. Because they're
That's
enlarged,
fine.
they're completely.
Cool with me,
blocking.
man. That makes it easier for me. So Fang is going to shimmy his way around Brune, and in his shadow, he's going to come out and, as a bonus action, he's going to bite at the leg of this large Durgar in the middle.
These are fresh. The two that are enlarged in front of you are fresh.
That is a 24 to hit,
That hits.
and it's going to do 7 points of piercing damage. And then, as an action, Fang is going to cast Aura of Vitality. So the Twilight Sanctuary is my channel divinity, so it doesn't require any concentration.
Excellent.
This aura is concentration. Again, 30 feet from myself,
Okay.
and it'll move with
Opening.
me. And that I can't do anything with it yet. That'll be for the next turn.
Okay.
But that is going to be the end of my turn, I
Okay.
think.
You'll need to back out of that space. Brune is just taking up too much space and fighting.
Okay,
Like
we'll
you're able
say,
to sneak in and kind of sneak out.
yeah, Fang like went on all fours for a hot second, and like it went through Brune's legs, like it took a bite at an ankle, and then like immediately backed out.
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
say.
Awesome. Okay.
That is it for me.
Okay. Tracks.
Since I can't really do anything, I'm just gonna cheer on Brood and say, "You got this, buddy."
Make another perception check. This is a
Gladly.
perception check.
You're like, please, God, someone perceive this. Oh my God, worse, an 8.
Okay. You look over at the map, and the map is actually painted onto the table, and you see little. It looks like there's like moving bits on the map, like some parts maybe fall away from the map or like move, like small little wooden strips, possibly.
Well, then with that, I probably can't do anything, but I'm gonna go over to the table.
You could do the gear. It takes an action to do that.
Oh, I'll go and do that. Yep, I'll go and do
Okay.
that. Yes.
You see the dragon is sitting on the map in the sign of the world, and as you do it, the Shardland dragon comes to life, and like its wings start flapping, and you hear like little mechanical noises. Like it actually touches your heart. It's a well-made machine.
This is impressive.
You see it, the little iron pole that it's sitting on, go through the table, and like bits of the map kind of fall away to allow it, and it goes and lands in Dugan's hole, and then turns and acts like it's going to start going toward Good Beat.
Is the gear doing anything to affect?
Yeah, the gear is what's moving it.
Okay, I'm gonna try and backpedal that.
It's kind of like the ratchet catches and it won't go backwards.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna try and hold it in place then.
Anything else, Travis?
That'll be it for me.
10 temporary hit points
Cool,
if that's
thank
more
you.
than last.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, Brune.
All right, Brood's ready to smash up these bigger
Okay.
Duergar. Are they as big as him, or how big is it?
Well,
big
they are
Duergar?
doubled in size. So, like a dwarf is like normally half your size.
Uh-huh.
So they're like a little bit tall. They're about 9 feet tall, but you were like 7 feet tall as a turtle,
Yeah.
right? So you're basically doubled in size.
So
You're
kind
about
of
30
if I was fighting a normal
Yeah.
sized Duergar again.
in where you are currently is a 15-foot high ceiling,
Okay.
and the Durar could only like grow double the size. They're about 9 feet tall.
Uh-huh. Do I still get advantage on these things?
What was the advantage on the enlarge? It's I think it's just strength checks and saving throws, right?
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yes, you're
it's
right.
not- it's
so
not on
it doesn't
attacks.
really change anything.
It just
But
the bonus comes in the added damage,
got it. But that stays.
and it will last until Trax's spell drops.
Gotcha. Cool. Then I'm going to flail one at the one to Brune's house right.
Okay,
Uh,
we are all theater people.
and that's a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah,
I'm having to do this digitally because my cat is sleeping in my dice tray.
As it should be.
I saw that tweet.
So that's a 7 damage for that one. And then he'll take the other flail attack at the other one.
Okay, 7. Sorry, this is the one that did not get bitten.
Correct. Oh, that's a natural 20 on the other one.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
buddy.
that's 2.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm rolling good tonight. Even the digital dice are being nice.
This is the one that Fang bit.
Yes. 16 damage on that one, and I'm going to use a superiority die to add a d8. That's mostly why I'm doing it, but we're also going to try to trip it, so he has to do a strength saving throw.
Okay, roll your damage first. Is that?
Gotcha. Because that's a 20, that doesn't double, does it?
I think because you spent the superiority die after.
After. Cool.
Yeah.
It's only an extra 2 damage.
He has 1 hit point remaining.
Damn it! Okay.
Okay, roll. He has to make a strength saving throw.
Yeah,
You can do an
15.
advantage.
Yep.
Because
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah. He only rolled an 8, a 4 and a 6.
Nice.
Oh, he falls over and he's almost dead. How wonderful. Okay.
Poor
Dun,
baby.
dun, da, da. Okay.
Bruno just kind of give a frustrated exhale that he couldn't do it quick. He's all about the quick kill, and he's kind of sad that he's making this guy suffer a little bit longer.
Heart's too good. These guys are assholes.
Trax is
Okay.
back there like, twist it in him!
Twist his dick!
Twist his dick off!
The Duragar, enraged,
Yeah, buddy.
yeah, they're going to attempt to attack you. Is a 19, okay, and a miss on the second one because their enlarge actually doubles their damage dice. So that is a 12 plus 2, 14 points of piercing damage with the war pick.
Okay. The one?
The one that bit you.
Okay.
Actually, because he stood up that attack you. So
Okay.
angry, they rush back at you.
Oh God.
Duragar that is enlarged strikes at Donaar from the back, rolling an 18 plus.
Yep.
That is a 16 points of piercing damage.
Oh God. Okay.
And the other 3, let's just roll all 3 cold sparkly. Does a 18 hit.
Yep.
Fuck.
1 misses, 2 hits. I have to take a picture. I'm so sorry. I rolled 2 8s.
Yeah. Donaar is down for sure.
No.
Yeah, it's a total of 20 points total.
Oh, 20 points total. Okay, I had
It's 10 and then a 10, basically.
gotcha. I'm down regardless.
It's my turn.
It is your turn, yes.
It's mine.
Sorry, it is Donar's. I had double clicked. Sorry.
It's all good.
I
Donar.
forgot because he's down.
Yeah, I remembered.
Make a death saving throw.
All right. That's a 4.
That's 1 failure.
All right.
Okay, Fang.
How high is, how tall is Brune slash the Duragar compared to the ceilings in this room?
My normal height is 6 feet, if that helps.
He is 12 feet. The ceiling where he is, the entryway to the room you're in, is 15 feet. The hallway is 10 feet, but the Duragar are about 9 feet enlarged.
Shit. Okay. So there are still 2 large Duragar here. One is down, like down on the ground, and the other's still up. Is that what I'm looking at?
Yes.
My sight lines are weird where I'm standing right here in the map.
Yeah.
So, okay. So there doesn't seem to be a Fang size amount above the Duragar in the hallway. I can't squeeze through above them, probably. It would probably be opportunity attacks anyway. Don't worry about it. So Fang is going to assess, again, he sees one Duragar on the ground, and he's going to maneuver himself, this time equipping his spear, and he's going to give a sharp, a quick little below Brune's knees, and try to stab at the one on the ground.
Brune's knees sounds like a thing you'd say in the 50s.
That is going to be a 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is the one that you bit earlier. So.
Yes, so that is 5 points piercing.
Okay.
Fang is still very, very uncomfortable with not seeing Donaar and still assessing, is there no wiggle room around these things? Can I go through the feet? Can I
I mean, you can probably get up there, and I'll give you an acrobatics check, but they might get an opportunity attack.
You know what? I'm gonna do my fucking damnedest here. Fang, in a moment of desperation, he sees how small the slot is or the space is, but he looks back. He's still shifted. He looks back at Trax, and he says, "Do not leave this room." And he'll clap his hands. He'll throw his hands up. He casting his Steps of the Night, and this is all as a bonus action, giving him a flying speed. He's going to try to fly above the action.
Okay.
25, and he's like right in between these two Duragar. If he can like use, so the puppet strings usually, they kind of like hold him up.
This one was able to get an opportunity attack because you had to go through this space.
That's
right
fine.
Here. And that's a miss.
Okay.
So try to swipe at you like as you're like creepily flying through the air.
So, I've used my full movement now. I'm between these two Duragar in the air, very close to the ceiling, trying to stay within their grasp, and right from where I am, holy shit, I wish... I'll show you, I'll send a picture of my sightlines, because right where I am, I can see Donaar down on the ground, and because of the aura that I have, the aura of vitality... Oh no, I can't do that. I already used my bonus action.
Oh no.
I got here with a bonus action.
Okay.
I would need another one to...
It's okay.
Double bonus action.
Donus.
Hold on, let me double check one more thing, see if I can't do this. Then that is all I can do right now.
Okay.
Thank you for doing what
Fuck.
you can.
I see you though, and as Fang gets there, he yells out, "Donaar!" in his like shifted, raspy scream.
Yeah, you just see the blood dripping off the war pigs as they're raising to go in for the kill on Donaar. Anything else?
God, hold on. Let me look one more time at my actions and my bonus actions. I don't know if I wouldn't have been able to get here without that bonus action, so like I don't feel bad for using it, but
Yeah.
I. Damn.
No
I wish
regrets.
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
Oh, as a fuck. No, I'm not gonna do it. No,
Okay, okay. Because you can't really see and Donaar's unconscious, I would like to take the break now. I will
Okay.
not be breaking like in the. This will be like connecting on
Yep,
after
of
the
course.
break. But could y'all just kind of go off headset?
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Sure.
For sure.
You were in the tundra, just a mile north of the mountains to the south of Icewind Dale, and there was this huge explosion, and you saw like a light up the clouds, and you saw something kind of flying through the clouds, but these clouds are low and there's snow coming down. You think something's wrong, something's happening. You run through the tundra as fast as you could, climbing the mountains. You're pretty much in the mountains when this happened. And so you're close enough, and you climbed up this gigantic staircase. You hear the sounds of fighting and dark dwarves chanting evil things. Do you speak Undercommon?
I
What's your languages?
don't think so. I speak Common, Druidic, Dwarvish, and Giant.
You hear Dwarvish, you hear kind of like angry war chants
Mm-hmm.
and battle and the sounds of weapons on shields, and you run up the stairs and you run around the corner and you see these doors, stone double doors are wide open, and you look and you see this dragonborn take this blow and go to the ground unconscious, and there's a large Durgar right in front of him. You rolled a 22.
Yeah,
so you...
my first roll in the campaign was a nat 20.
That's a nutty.
A
Okay.
nutty yeet!
Let me get everybody back.
Hello, boys.
Claire, this
What an
isn't
exciting
this isn't a one shot.
That's the beauty of
You
it.
got the wrong night.
Oh, shit.
Top of the round, tracks.
All right, so okay, so I'm thinking about that thing that I'm working with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm realizing it probably is not controlling the dragon, but rather kind of giving maybe a trajectory.
You see it heading, like, if you're still spinning the gear, it's heading toward Goodmead.
So I am going
and
to
the little
actually.
track it behind it is closing up as it goes.
I'm actually going to whip out a piece of paper and in my notebook and write down the trajectory of the dragon, like the.
Okay.
I don't know.
Flight path.
Flight path. Thank you. It was like stuck in my brain. The flight path of the dragon, and I'm gonna follow it and try to keep track of where it's going.
Well, this round it lands in Goodmead, and then it goes to East Haven next.
Okay.
Anything else tracks?
No, that'll be it for me.
Okay, our mysterious stranger outside the fortress. You see this large Duergar raising the war pig, about to bring it down onto the skull of the fallen Dragonborn. What do you do?
I would like to run over to him. Ideally, I would like to. I'm gonna pull out my shield, which is this really beautiful, ornate shield with.
Fang, as you're watching Donaar, behind Donaar, you see a large figure kind of run past the Duergar that's south of him, and you don't get just more than a glimpse, but there's somebody else there that you didn't see before.
I'm gonna hold up my shield and I am going to cast Cure Wounds.
Oh my god.
Okay. Roll your cure wounds.
Great. Wonderful. So that's 8 points of health
Okay.
back.
Thank you.
You come back to consciousness on the ground. The angry Duergar is still around you, but then Spitz, describe yourself.
So you see a 7'2" Goliath woman. She has long hair. It's been braided back. There are 2 buns on top of her head that look remarkably like bear ears. Her hair is like auburn at top, but it becomes a bright, fiery red towards the bottom. Her clothing is a lot like a wildling from Game of Thrones, that kind of like white-looking pelt. She has several weapons attached to her back. She has this big, beautiful, ornate shield out. Her teeth protrude a little bit, and her canine teeth are particularly sharp. She has a necklace of claws, as well as a bracelet of claws that are rather prominent. And she looks to you and says, "Are you okay?"
Who the frick are you, bear person? You're so tall. How are you so tall?
My name is Spitz. We don't have a lot of time to talk right now. Something crazy is going on.
You're right. Okay, thank you.
Now let's fight these guys.
I've been trying, dude. It's so hard.
And anything else,
There we
Spitz?
go.
That's all I have for this round.
Okay.
Hey, y'all.
Brune, you actually hear part of this conversation, Fang. But the growling and the shouting from the Duergar kind of cover it up a little bit. But there's definitely someone else there speaking common.
Fang starts to growl a little bit.
Okay. Brune, what's he do?
Brune is going to unarmed strike the one that had the most damage done to him last time. He's just
Yes.
gonna kick him right in the chest.
Roll to hit.
18 to hit.
Oh yeah.
It just does 5 damage automatically.
But he has 1 left, so
Let's go.
he gets kicked back and falls back and then shrinks down as he dies.
Great.
He's dead.
Then the other one, I'm gonna smack across the face with the flail.
Okay, roll to hit.
Ooh, that's only a 14 to hit.
14 misses because they have scale mail and shield.
Drat.
So he just kind of brings the shield up and blocks the flail as it kind of whips around.
Yeah, that's everything.
Okay, the Duergar.
Yeah.
The large Duergar like shouts at you. She raises her war pick. Stay dead, and tries to bring it down on your head. But
Yeah,
you're still
it's
prone on the ground, right?
Yep.
Okay, if this is at advantage, that is a 15 plus 9.
Yeah.
4, so 19.
Ron,
Yeah.
Can I
Yes.
use my shield to do the thing this early?
This is a reaction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
yeah,
way.
You can.
Then I will take that. Yeah.
Spitz, describe what happens.
Yes. So since I am right next to Donaar and I just had to bring him back to life, Spitz is gonna notice that he probably shouldn't take another hit. This shield that she has in front of her allows her to come over and take the damage instead of you,
Oh my god.
protecting her ally.
And you manage to like bring the shield, and like the weapon, the war pick, comes down and hits you in the shoulder for 16 points of damage.
Word.
And and you hear a growling, and Donaar, you hear translated for you. You hear the words, "Goliath, go back home. Leave
frick.
now."
That's mean.
So the other three, seeing what's happening, are going to attack Donaar. Right
Yeah.
there.
Word. Well,
Yep.
sorry I
appreciate it.
helped at least once.
You really did.
Natural 20. Sorry.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Okay, but they're not enlarged. And this is like a D8.
Well,
So that's 2 plus 7, 9 plus 2,
Yeah.
11 points.
yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, and the other two are going to make attacks on you. If they hit you, it'll be one death thing. That is a natural 1 and a 2, natural 2. So they
Oh my
both
god.
miss you. As you fall, they basically, as you fell, like kind of like back, their blows just missed you just by inches.
Okay.
Okay. The one Duragar is like swatting at Fang like he's a fly. And he is enlarged. That is a 18 plus 4, 22
Yeah, that
against
hits.
Fang. This is double damage for 8 plus 2, 10 points.
I have a concentration spell up.
Okay, make your concentration saving throw. Constitution. Your DC's 10.
I don't think I have real inspiration right now. Right? No, I do have a bardic inspiration, which gives
Yeah,
me
you
what?
do. 1d6.
It's not gonna do anything. I rolled a natural 1.
Oh no. What spell were you concentrating?
That was my aura of vitality.
And the other Duragar attacks the enlarged turtle and actually misses with a 11 to hit. Is that
Jesus.
everybody? I think that's everybody. This is just the first room, guys.
Oh, good.
Donaar, make a death saving throw.
You got it, boss. That's an 11.
That's a success.
All right.
Hey, Fang.
Alright. Fang is confused. From his point of view, Donaar was down, came back up, had a conversation, is down again, and he's being attacked by this Duragar. So, Fang is going to use his spear where he's at and attack. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me do my fucking math here before I do something wrong again.
We're actors.
Okay, yes. So as an action, I'm going to take my spear and I'm going to jab at the guy who is flitting at me. And that is going to be off the table.
I love that.
93 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
8 points of piercing damage.
Okay. This person had a point of damage from, I believe it was a thunder strike
Yeah.
from earlier. Yeah. Yeah.
And Fang is going to spend 2 sorcery points, since he is metamagic adept that he rarely uses, but spend 2 sorcery points to change the casting time of an action to 1 bonus action of a spell. So he is going to cast as a bonus action Cure Wounds at 3rd level. I'm sorry, that's a touch spell. So I'm going to use my movement to fly past and over these Durgar to get right here next to him. I'm sure that's an
Two of them,
opportunity
yeah,
attack.
2 of them are going to get an opportunity attack.
That's fine.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm coming, man.
And that is a 19 and a 11.
19 is my AC.
19 hits for 5 points of piercing damage with the war pick. As you fly over, one of them just jumps up and tries to snag you. And as you fly, as you land, you see this Goliath.
Fang gives her no mind, and lands pretty gracefully right next to Donaar, and lays a hand on him. If she's anywhere nearby, he'll just come down. So Fang is coming at you in his shifted state. His mouth is far wider than his casual look. His hair will not stay tied. He looks quite wild, and he's floating at you, kind of being held up by these black tendrils. And if she's close by, he'll just say, "Out of my way!" in like a nasty voice, and cast that 3rd level Cure Wounds.
There we go.
Donaar. So that Ooh, it's 3d8, not 4. And I could have rolled better. That's 8. 12.
Thank you, brother.
Back conscious. Okay. Anything else?
Fang will say, "Stand up and get it together." And like, that's the first thing he sees as he wakes up.
I am trying. Fuck. Frick.
That's the end of my turn.
Top of the round, Trax is standing up and...
Sorry, I realized my fan was off. It's very warm in here.
Had a fan.
So yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying to record the flight path of the dragon.
You see it fly along the shore of Loch Dinashir, up to Caer Dineval, and up to Caer Konig. And then it takes off to the west.
Can you repeat that for me?
It goes from East Haven to Caer Dineval, to Caer Konig, and then heads due west.
West. Okay, thank you. And yeah, that'll be
Okay.
it. I'll say, is there someone else out there?
Yeah, dude, just wait. It's been nuts. I don't know if I can hear him, but I hope.
I'm pretty loud. He
The
projects
shouting
for how
from the
small he is.
Duragar is like, there's still 5, six Duragar
Alright,
left.
you all do you.
Okay, Spitz, your turn.
Great. So, Spitz is pretty pissed that she got hit in the head with an axe pick. So, she's gonna go into a rage,
Yeah.
because you gotta. And while I am raging, not only do I get advantage on strength checks and saving throws and damage, I also am resistant to all damage types except for psychic. Because I'm...
I know the drill.
Yeah, good
Sounds like a
stuff.
hack.
Giant
Yeah.
bear woman.
Makes me miss Wendell.
Yes.
He's out there.
He's out there.
He's out there somewhere.
So she doesn't want to drop down her shield. She wants to keep that. So I'm just gonna pull out a hand axe and say, look over at Fang and say, "Thanks for taking care of that one." And then just go for a nice whack at that big old Duragar.
The big and
Whack.
large Duragar.
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
Great. Amazing. 14.
14 misses. He pulls his shield
Rats.
up and he manages to block it. Like, and it shouts on your face. And Donaar, and she is just like raging in your face as you're starting to, like, your eyes are starting to go wild with the excitement of battle.
Yeah.
And she like takes the shield hit, like, and the axe is just like kind of stuck in the shield, and she like pushes it back, and she's like raises the war pick at you, and she's like screaming at your face.
Word. How tall is she?
She's currently 9 feet tall.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah, because normally dwarves are like 4 foot. This is
Yeah.
like double height, so
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Spitz is excited about this.
yeah.
Fighting a giant woman.
Spitz, don't you have more than one attack on that?
I was looking at it. I don't think I do, though.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I can't say anything else on that. Okay, you got it. Okay, just double checking.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm just there, mad.
Yeah,
Sounds chill.
Brune.
Brune noticed that this Duragari attack last time dodged his flail pretty well, and he assumes it's because I've been using it for a while, so I'm gonna change up the methods and I'm gonna quickly stash the flail and the shield and draw from all of the like sheaths and straps from around my shell 2 short swords that I don't think I've ever actually used before, but they're chilling out. So I'm gonna go for some attacks with those. First one, another 19, but that's a 26 to hit.
That hits.
For 6 damage.
Okay.
And then an 18 to hit for 8 damage.
Okay. You manage to... The shield, he tries to get the shield back in position after like knocking your flail away. And you manage to knock it to the side, and you quickly deal 2 blows to him, and he knocks him unconscious, and he shrinks down and is no more.
Excellent. Then I'm gonna step into this one that's in the hallway, and he did all that as he was switching weapons, just very rhythmically breathing, and he's just he's very focused. He's just in the zone right now.
Okay. Anything else?
That'll do it. The next one's lined up for him.
Okay. The Duragar go. The woman, the Duragar, she's screaming at Spitz, and she like pulls that war pick back, tries to break through your guard, and that is she only rolls a 12.
Haha, sucks to suck.
Yeah, and you manage to dodge to the side, and she's just like angry and enraged at you. The other Duragar, Donar's prone. Fang is kind of over.
Yes, Fang is like in Donar's space.
Hanging above. Okay.
Yeah.
They are all 3 going to attack you.
Me?
How high in the air are you?
I have landed. I'm like on my knees next to Donar.
Got it. Okay.
Right above him.
Okay. I'm not gonna say you're prone. You're just there in ready position. They're gonna attack you. That is a 17, 22, and a 19.
Is my AC.
And 2 axe pick blows. I've been rolling really well in these D8s. That's one is a 9 and one is a 10.
19.
Yeah.
You got it.
And this one Duragar, he's actually going to come over here and tries to attack through. 18 plus, so he hits.
That'll do it.
For double damage. Oh, that's a sucky roll. That's a 5 plus 2, 7. So 7 points. Donar.
I'm conscious, right?
Yeah,
It's
still prone to
been
the
hard
ground.
to keep track. Okay.
Yeah, you never even stood up last time. You just kind of like came back. You were
I
still
took all of
around.
it, man.
Yeah.
Trying to decide the order of operations here. Well, he's gonna stand up using half of his movement, and then, I think first he's going to disengage and move away, heeding the advice of angry, scary Fang, and then he is going to spend a key point to take the step of the wind, and as a bonus action, take the dash action to move more feet out, because that's what Angry Fang wants. That's the right choice.
Hey, anything else, Donar?
No, he's getting the frick out of there.
Fang.
Well, Fang hates to see him go, and hates to see him walk away, because he walks right out of Fang's aura by the end of his turn, granting no temporary hit points.
Oh no!
He just keeps walking, and it's like Forrest Gump who keeps running. Like, Fang's like, no!
Stop, Donar!
So,
Those high knees.
yeah. So Donar's gone. Fang turns around to this, like, he's got 3 Duragar around him, 1 large one, and this strange woman that he doesn't know who it is. So he feels surrounded, and I'm going to use my movement to go up 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And
in this room, the ceiling is 15 feet.
okay. And in doing so, I think I'm going to cast from that 10 feet up Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
And they are going to flit around me for a distance of 15 feet.
And at the beginning of their turn, they have to make a saving throw.
Yes. I'm designating this strange woman, since she said something about helping Donar, as unaffected.
Okay.
anyone within 15 feet of me right now, their speed is halved.
Would you like to describe your spirit guardians to this stranger?
Yes. Well, Claire might already know, but the spirit guardians are these black holes, very similar to the black spirits of hell from the movie Ghost. They like flit around and their damage is like it's radiant, but they're slowly sucking away at people after I hit them.
Spooky.
And at the end of my turn, I'm going to grant myself, because my Twilight Sanctuary is still up, the worst possible 7 temporary hit points.
Okay. Top of the round. This is round 8. Tracks.
All right, I am going to continue to note the flight path. I'm especially realizing this is not live because I know no way the dragon could make it that quickly. So last was west from Caer Konig.
West from Caer Konig, it flies over the Dwarven Valley and lands in Tourmaline. It's a pretty far journey for it, so basically it's all as far as it's able to go on the table.
Okay.
In the 6 seconds.
Okay.
So it lands in Tourmaline. Our stranger.
Ron, will you allow me to do the thing
Do the thing.
that I want to do?
You can
okay.
do the thing.
Great. So, I'm gonna put away all of my weapons. I'm gonna look up to Fang and say, any enemy of the Duergar is a friend of mine. Keep that in mind. And I'm going to wild shape into the form of a brown bear.
Hell yeah.
While enraged. Oh, the whole reason this character came to be was for this. The bear you see before you is, a regular brown bear, but the fur is a little bit red tinted to match her hair.
Is a brown bear a large creature or a medium creature?
Large beast.
A large beast.
Yeah, that's me. And
as a free action, as she does that, Fang will get this big, spooky smile on his face, and he'll just start laughing, and really loud, he'll just we have another shape changer! He's really amped about it.
yeah.
What the fuck is going on out there?
It's very good. And I am going to use this opportunity to bite that bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brown bear, what do you see?
That's a 24.
You hit.
Word. Yeah. Okay, so then that is...
She takes a step back, kind of lowering her guard, and the spectacle appears enlarging, towering of the brown bear on its back feet, and you launch your attack, and she takes it. Roll your damage.
Yeah. Oh. So it's 1d8 plus 4 plus 2 from being enraged. So
Yes.
that's 13 points of damage for that one.
She had 4 remaining.
Let's go.
Amazing! Ooh.
And she falls down and screams, and her screams die away. And she is no more.
Word. I like to think that it's a little bit like Jurassic Park, with the throwing as best as possible, but she's really big.
Yeah, as you bite into her, she actually you kill her, and then she shrinks down, and you just have the body in your mouth, and you shake it,
Chuck
throw
it
to the
against the
ground.
wall.
Yeah.
Am I close enough to that other small Duergar to hit it with my claws?
Yep.
Then I'll do my best to do that. But I probably won't, because that's an 8 to hit.
No, that will not. You're just celebrating the kill, and
Yeah.
you're oh, by the way, you miss.
Word. Then I will growl.
Okay.
Roar.
Brune.
Brune is very confused about these bear sounds he's hearing because this Duergar is taking up the whole hallway. So, in kind of an effort of just trying to finish this fight quickly, lunge forward with both swords out for his double attack. That's a 24 to hit with the first one
Mm-hmm. That
for
hits.
5 damage.
Okay.
And a natural 20 for the second one.
That's
Jesus
That's
Christ.
I'm rolling
God.
so good.
Yes!
Oh, and
That
almost
cat in your dice tray.
There we
almost
go.
completely
Happy
max
cat.
damage too. I got 2 6s, a 4, and then a 3 for the other, so that's 19 damage.
How would
With
you
that one.
like to defeat this Duragar who's standing in your way?
So he's, instead of what I said before, he takes both swords and does a kind of scissor thing, just cuts the guy's head off, kicks him back, and
The dark dwarf's head just flies off and poop, poop, poop down the hallway.
I'll use my movement to go down the hallway into that little corridor where I see the remaining normal-sized Duragar, a bear, and then Donaar and Shifted Fang.
You do not see
no.
Donar.
Oh,
No
not
Donaar.
Okay,
You do
okay.
not see Donar. Yeah.
And I just kind of stand there for a second, looking at this bear.
At the end of Brune's turn, he gets that landed on my notebook. That's why you didn't hear it at the table. But it's 11 temporary hit
Oh,
points.
hell yeah.
There are 3 Duragar left. It is their turn.
When they start their turn, they make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah,
Let's
they
go.
do. Plus 0 for this.
Yes.
That's a 17, natural 17, a natural 16,
Oh boy.
a natural 15.
Okay, so they all saved,
Sorry.
but they're gonna take
That's a small straight now.
half as much damage.
So straight.
So, ooh, and I rolled so well. That is 23. It was 2 8s and a 7 on 3d8. So 23 halved
11, baby.
radiant.
One of them goes down immediately, like the spirit of the blackness just sucks its life out and slips down to the floor.
The black hole disappears with it. It kind of like eats itself as it consumes. Then it turns inside out, and they both disappear together.
And the others are hurt pretty badly.
Yeah,
They're
it
kind of
is.
surrounded right now, so just so you know, one has 2 hit points, one has 1 hit point. Okay, what are we gonna do?
It's your turn.
Oh yeah, sorry, that was a okay. Sorry.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. One's gonna attack. I think they're gonna attack you. They're like they're seeing this unholiness in front of them, and they want to kill you. That is a 21 and a miss for 7 points of piercing damage from the warp hit.
Fang takes it, but like the black hole consuming one of them, he's just like laughing, still amped about the bear. He's just in the like 5 to 10 feet in the air, like cackling. His hyena is getting the better of him.
Yeah, stranger. It's this kind of like a hyena laugh. It's a little high-pitched hyena laugh.
Word.
Not little though. It's like it's filling the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy bear over here.
Donar.
Donar is going to right himself outside, hearing his friends still in battle, hearing that it's going well. He's gonna kind of spit blood out of his mouth, and I like to think it goes off the mountain. I hope it hits somebody.
Ew.
He is going to spend his final key point to take Step of the Wind and take a dash back into the action.
Okay.
And that is going to, let's just move him. Okay, that's 20. And then, God, this is my first time seeing Brune. Oh my God.
So big.
You also see a brown bear. The Goliath is gone, and in its place is a brown bear.
Holy
And
shit.
Fang's in the
Okay.
air just going like, God.
Dude, is this a freaking fever dream? Oh my God. And that's what he says when he comes back in. And stopping right here, I guess, he's going to take a deep breath and with his final amount of energy, unleash his breath weapon on these two, angling it so it doesn't hit anybody else.
Okay.
And they both
Roll.
need to make con saves to beat. What's it going to be? A 13.
6 and a 16.
Okay.
Get that double kill.
Fingers crossed.
How does 14 sound, baby?
Oh,
Yeah.
They turn
Okay.
into potatoes.
Am I remembering that Duragar have a thing with like poison, like it affects them from before?
They do have resistance to poison. Yes.
Okay. So
Sorry.
then
So let's actually take that back.
it's so the one who
one made and one failed.
So then it would be 7 for the fail, and then 3 for the make.
It still kills them both.
Okay, perfect.
So the final blow is yours. Do what you will.
I like to think that Donaar is running in with his last bit of energy, and he kind of leading his head forward like a sprinter finishing a race. The Olympics just ended, if you're listening to this. And with his chin jutted out, he unleashes his breath weapon. And as he does that, he falls to the ground. And maybe it's the fact that they didn't know he was still going to be alive after all this, but it took them off guard. It's more of an emotional final kill. You can do with that what you want. I'm tired.
And we're out of combat.
And Donaar is face down on the ground, panting.
Brune has his swords not drawn at, but kind of in a defense position against this giant bear.
I'm gonna turn back into a Goliath. Gonna stop being a bear.
Is your Goliath form taller than your bear form?
That is a question that I have. I like to think that the bear is a little shorter than the Goliath. So
Yeah,
she just
probably.
turns into a wee bear.
We
wee
can make
bear.
that. We can make that a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trax is going to, after doing absolutely nothing, combat-wise, walk back over to everyone and say, so probably Brune is shrinking by this point. He's going to see the Goliath, clock it for a second, and just say, we'll later. We need to leave right now.
What did
Time
you
of
learn?
the essence. Walk and talk. Let's get out of here.
Brune looks at Spitz and is just, "Are you with us?"
I am an enemy of the Duragar.
Fantastic. You're coming with us. Come on.
Great. My name is Spitz, by the way.
Donaar is gonna. I almost said Donar.
He's been hit pretty hard.
So have I. Donaar's gonna just silently stick up his left hand for someone to maybe help him off the ground.
I got it.
Oh yeah. Hi, you're the freaking. You did so much for us. We'll walk and talk.
Yeah, how you doing?
I feel like I'll tell you on the walk. We gotta
Okay.
leave this place.
Brune's
Great.
gonna take that place he had before, kind of at the front. If we were filing back into that formation.
Fang drops to the ground, he clears his throat, pulls his hair back, and like straightens up again and cracks his neck, and he puts a much more civil hand out to Spitz and says, "Pleasure to meet you. My name is Fang. I see that you are a shape changer. This is very exciting."
I see you've got some fangs yourself.
They are sharp. This one right here, this is the lucky one. And
Oh,
he
yeah, I'll
points
show you mine if you show me
Yes,
yours.
yes. We all have very sharp teeth. 10 towns is about to be destroyed, and I need everyone to focus.
Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry. I lost myself in the excitement.
All right, look. While we were in there, I was looking at the flight plan of the Duragar's dragon. There's no way we are going to be able to catch up to it. It's traveling at a speed that we will never be able to catch it. If I'm correct
Going.
in its trajectory, it is making a counterclockwise circle through 10 towns. I believe our best point to meet it is back to Targos.
Oh, I knew it.
I feel like we might be able to reach Targos before the dragon gets there. Unfortunately, I think the other ones are not going to survive.
And how many towns is that before it reaches Targos?
7.
Do we have a way to send word to those in danger? He looks at Donaar, who he knows has cast message before.
I can only go so far, dude. But I'll do what I can.
If you can reach Trovis, perhaps...
What if Travis is 120 feet away?
Oh, shit.
I'm in. Otherwise, we might be fucked.
Is this as we're leaving? Are we still
As
in
you're
the
leaving,
fortress?
you're currently
Yeah, it's
making
gotta
your
be.
way down. You're outside, and you're making your way down the precarious staircase leading up to the fortress.
Oh, my bones hurt.
Fang will say, okay, as we walk, I will send message to Kai, just so he knows that it is coming. I cannot allow him to be walking around blind out there with this dragon on the loose. And Fang will reach into his mace. He'll take his mace off his belt as he's walking. He'll reach into it, pull out his Fultus ring, and he'll pop it on, and he'll say, "Trax, would you remind me, how does this work?" And he's asking about the extra spell.
That will give you any
ring.
spell lower than 3rd.
And he says, "How do I activate it, or is it just?"
You cast the spell, and it will give you a little boost.
Then Fang he's out of 3rd level spell slots, but he's going to use that extra to cast Sending.
Okay.
So he's gonna send just the message of 25 words or less to Kai. Basically, we confronted the Duragar. They've released a dragon on 10 towns. It's heading toward Dugan's Hole, going counterclockwise. Meet us at Targos.
I'm
I
not.
think that was 22 or
Yeah,
23
That's 22.
words.
Okay.
As he's casting that, as they walk away, Fang he just kind of stays in thought after casting that and waits for a response and deals with that as such in the story when it happens.
I'm going to say no response, basically. I'm going to give it to him when he's busy with something so that he doesn't have a chance to respond. But there's no response.
I'm thinking,
Great.
if possible, we briefly stop by Bryn Shander, warn them, head to Targos, see if we can't head off the dragon.
We might be able to get some dogs, too, for free release to move faster.
It's really only been about 30 minutes since the dragon has left.
How far would it take us to get to Dugan's Hole from here?
Let's see. Let me.
It's not even funny right now.
Yeah, I wasn't laughing.
Yeah.
Dragon's heading right into Dugan's Hole.
Yeah, it's about a 13-mile.
Oh, so we can't make that.
I potentially could by myself, but I don't know how long I could slow it down. But of all the 10 towns, Dugan's Hole is the one that I feel most affiliated to.
Yeah, we love the hole, too. We get it.
Well, I'm sorry to say that there might not be much left.
Fang, you hear a little pat, pat, pat on your ear, and you hear Pinky say, she knows somebody you know.
Telepathically, he'll say, "What do you mean?"
I can't get anything, but I can sense the same image in my mind from her that's in your, like, the deep in your mind.
Fang will look at Spitz. He'll say, "I'm sorry to pry. Who are you thinking of at this moment?"
Well, I learned a lot of things from Fila, who lived out there. She's the one who taught me how to wild shape and all that.
Frick.
Have you spoken to Fila in a while?
Not lately, because I've been off doing my best to help the townies, something I'm not really used to, but...
Long story short, Fila's been possessed by an evil spirit, and that's on our list. She kind of kicked our ass.
It's a long list.
That's high up there, though.
Okay. That's bad news.
But, silver lining, she's not in Dugan's Hole right now.
Okay.
So
well,
she most likely will be okay.
I'm not really accustomed to working with others, except for in emergencies. But that's a thing I'd like to see through.
Well, good for you. This is a big fucking emergency, and we'll deal with that after this is done. We can...
Well, of course.
As long as you're not gonna bite us.
This is a very angry little lizard man.
Dude, it's so fun. He's been angry for like 3 weeks straight.
I'm actually in a pretty good mood, too.
Yeah, I know. It's been so much worse.
Great. Well, impending doom and all for the 10 towns. Let's stop that as our first priority, I'd say.
Good call.
Obviously.
Thank you. Do we have a better idea than letting 7 towns be destroyed?
You've made it onto the tundra, and the wind is blowing, and the clouds overhead are just really kind of roiling above you. And you hear off in the distance, over the sound of the wind, the barking of dogs getting louder. And you hear... And through the snow, you see 3 wooden dog sleds pulled by canines as big as wolves. The closest driver pulls up close and says, "Can we be of service?" And this figure wrapped in warm weather clothes.
Well, if that isn't a coincidence.
Yeah, I was just talking about it. Can you believe it?
On its shoulder is a large snowy owl. She steps off the dog sled, and there's you see these small little creatures on the other sleds, but they're kind of still kind of behind, so they're still coming through the snow. You can't quite see details on them yet. But she steps off the sled, and she pulls down her hood, and she has a patch over her eye. She's an older woman, white hair, stern look. And she says, "My name is Valend Harpel. It seems like you need some help." And that's where we're going to stop for the evening. That name,
Ron, is that who I think it is?
I don't know. You tell me. Text me.
Okay.
Is that who I think it is?
What does any of that mean?
Is it Verlene Hapel?
As in, if Kai were here, he'd know who it was.
Well, Kai is busy.
Fang also might know who that is.
Yeah,
Oh,
Fang,
really?
you definitely know who this is.
I probably have no idea.
I don't
That's exciting.
understand.
Probably not who I think it is.
I knew like 6 people.
Everybody I know is on a different planet.
The other two sleds slide up next to Valin's dog sled, and there are a large number of kobolds clinging onto and driving. And you notice that some of the kobolds have like the holes in their armor, in their hide armor, and you just see what would normally be mortal wounds, but you see bones and no blood, and obviously zombies.
Ugh.
Great. Fantastic.
I love getting help from zombies.
Zombolds.
Cool.
Kobe's.
Yo.
Wow.
Well, the stakes just skyrocketed
Seriously.
Oh my
in
god.
the game. And
Yeah.
welcome, Claire.
Yeah!
That's so exciting.
That is amazing.
Please subscribe and leave us a review on Podchaser or Apple Podcast or on Twitter, and share us with all of your friends. Follow us on Twitter at Severed Sons DND. Join our Discord, TikTok, our Patreon. We have a wonderful Patreon. We love all our patrons. Thank you to Wizards of the Coast, D&D Beyond, Roll20, and thank you to Syrinscape, Andrei Sitkoff, and to Monument Studios for the amazing sound effects and music. Stay frosty!
Oh shoot, Ron, I forgot to say that I was playing Spitz.